Fresh out the boat in the promised land, 24 hours, got a gun in my hand. Sagebrush prayer as I can see, God bless manifest destiny. Night of hot drinking and I met a bad man, traded money for my soul and my quick hand. A contract paying for some men to be dead, paid me silver to fix it with lead. Vultures circling overhead, there's a number to mind their song. Covered in blood and I only see red, living too fast, it won't last.
August 14th marks the day before archery antelope season opens here in Montana. It's my first day of really scouting every fall, covering as much of the country as I can to try to find where some wildlife might be spending time. Early on out here, I tend to focus around water. Whether my plan is to spot and stalk or hunt out of a blind, there has to be water around.
Vultures circling overhead, there's a number to mind their song. Covered in blood and I only see red, living too fast, it won't last long. Ever on the run, never look back, son. Live by the gun and you're gonna die young.
To be successful bow hunting these animals is no easy task, and generally done with one of two methods. The first is spot and stalk with the use of decoys, and the second is sitting near water. Both methods are super effective in different scenarios. I think everyone who hunts has probably been asked at one time or another what their favorite animal to hunt is. For me, I don't have a simple answer for that question. It changes with the seasons. But for this time of year, in August, it's bow hunting antelope. I don't think a single year has passed in the last 15 years that I haven't been out here on this date, in these plains. This year I wanted to wait for an older buck. Since I've started chasing antelope with my bow, I've always taken the first opportunity at a decent buck I could get. So this year, I wanted to focus on not only getting a buck, but getting a good one. .32 to that bank, so it's probably about 30 to where they'd stop right there. It's pretty much 30 yards. If they're coming up and out over there, about a 40-yard shot, which is still really doable. Cool.
Small hit of dopamine floods in my bloodstream. A notification calls me to act now. Constant distractions divert my attention to the fact that I'm no longer happy somehow.
Finally set up in here. It's August 15th, which is the opening day of Montana's archery season. I think it goes without saying, but it's really hot. Fires burning all around us. We got detoured just to get here. Added about an hour and a half to our trip, but we're here. And I do feel really confident about this area we're in. It's so dry and hot out here in this part of the world that if you got water, it supports a lot of life. So, settle in and see what happens. It's probably about 4:45. It's been fun though. Got all the cameras set up for elk. Get ready for archery season, and now we're here. First day with the bow and hunting, so hard to believe it's another season already. It didn't take long for the first antelope to show up, proving this setup would work if the right buck showed up. Antelope have always been fascinating to me. There is so much uniqueness to them, and like other species that live in harsh climates, they were made to thrive here. From the most extreme heat to bitter cold winters, the pronghorn make their living out here every day. Their pointed hooves help them run at bursts of speed up to 60 miles per hour, making them the fastest land animal in North America. Their eyes can see 300 degrees around them and detect danger up to 4 miles away. Well, it's our second day of hunting. We just crawled in the blind, kind of in a panic situation here. Right when we got here, I looked up and there was a good buck running towards the water hole. So we hurry up and threw all of our stuff in here. I went and parked the side-by-side and ran back and got in the blind. He looked like a pretty good buck. The only thing is he's coming from this way. At this point in time, we're set up to shoot this way, so I'm having to spun around and kind of watch this direction. That's a good way to start the second day immediately. And I mean, he was running, so that got my heart going. I bet once things kind of calmed down, he saw me go park the side-by-side, but he was still just standing there. I'll bet he comes around, maybe does a little inspection first, but I bet he shows himself. this spot is obviously working. So we're just going to hang in here, and I have faith that something a little better is going to show up and we're going to get it done. It's just being patient. Where the pavement ends, on X begins. Man, that is so tempting after sitting in here for 3 days. Hot, boring. It just isn't that buck that I look at and just go, yep, that's the one I want. And that's why I'm here, so. Man, that buck is just right on the edge. Beautiful buck. I can see a doe right up on the hill there.
I used to hear the sun, but now it doesn't sing for me. Sometimes the light can heal you, but sometimes it can bruise you too. I never thought I'd be here, I guess I can confess that now. Maybe living in a dream, maybe I'm just done with rock and roll.
It's now September 12th. With elk hunting getting the best of me, I decided to get back to chasing speed goats. I had been seeing a lot of antelope around a water tank I had never hunted, so I figured it was worth trying. On our 5th day of the hunt, things started to finally come together when this buck showed up out of nowhere with his full attention on the decoy. At this point in September, I'm going to take a shot if he gives me one. Well, that's the best buck we've had in this season. Definitely a shooter. At one point he came down here to 52 yards. I thought for sure he was going to come get a drink, and then when he got done would turn and stop and look at the decoy. But man, that was close. Super pretty buck. Beautiful lighting. I thought that was going to happen. He wasn't like spooked when he left. He just didn't quite like something here. But I don't know, maybe he'll come back. We'll see. Good buck though. Real good buck. After looking over all the different bucks I had been close to, I realized the best buck I had seen was the buck I had passed up on August 17th. With elk hunting still slow, I decided to go back to that spot and see if I could find him again. I knew the second I saw his horns crest the horizon, it was the buck I had come here to hunt. Took one fletching off. Other than that, still super sharp. Went right through him. Whew, good eye, Ryan. Let's see. Assuming he ran right up in here. Man, what a beautiful sight. Oh, dude. He died on this old 2-track. Man, what a beautiful goat. Look at how heavy and just knobby he is. Man, they're so neat. Their markings and everything, as far as like animals in North America go, they're just beautiful. These black patches on their cheeks, noses. You can always tell the bucks at a distance. They have the black noses, does don't. This guy's actually got extra knobs here. You can see, like almost extra horns. A bunch of extra knobs, big curling prongs. Just a beautiful buck. I mean, we couldn't ask for better today. So stoked. Get him cut up and get him in the cooler here right away. It's warming up fast. So stoked. First tag punched here for the fall of 21. Good start. After 13 days of chasing them and waiting them out, it had finally come together. In the end, I'm glad I held out for a buck of this caliber. Admittedly, it did take a lot longer than I thought it would, but I'm glad I stuck to my guns and held out for the buck that really got me excited. Each year's different. It really kind of has to do with the populations around the area I'm hunting and the quality of game in those areas. You can only hunt animals as good as what's around your area. This was as good a buck as I had found all season, and I was super proud to put my tag on him. I'm not sure if I'll do the same thing next year. I guess it depends on the feed, the water, the populations, and the quality. It seems to change every year. But I can tell you one thing. I'll be back out here next year on August 14th, getting set up to do the same thing all over again. And I hope that never changes.